Let's get started. To manage your product, open the IoT Console and log in using the credentials given to you by the product owner. Once you've signed in, you'll see that the console is divided into a few different sections, each of which will help you to manage your product. Let's briefly cover what each of these are now, and then we'll cover each one separately in depth. Customers allows you to look up user accounts and perform support-related tasks such as account deactivation, password reset, and remote assistance. Device Registry allows you to see all of the devices in your product and perform device operations such as device deactivation. White Label Settings allows you to change configuration settings for your product such as product info, help links, branding, and communication settings. Billing provides you with an overview of your product, downloadable reports, as well as how to access your product data using our RESTful API. Solutions and Training is where you can find a variety of brochures, marketing materials, demos, and other materials to help you sell your product. Resources is where you can find additional resources such as information on supported hardware, platform documentation, as well as where you would go to submit a ticket for help. Let's cover each of these areas now, starting with managing your product's users and devices. To get started managing your product's customers, select the Customers tab in the console. After someone has started using your product, their information will be shown here on the customer's screen. You'll end up with lots of customers, so there are some handy ways here to filter users and help you to locate a specific user you need to manage. Using the email, name, or phone fields is probably the easiest way to locate your customer. Just start typing part of the user's information into the field, and the results will filter automatically. Once you've found the user account that you need to manage, you can use the various on-screen options to manage the account. To reset a customer's password, simply click on the Reset Password button. And in the dialog that appears, enter in a new password for the user's account. Note that this change takes effect immediately once confirmed. To disable a customer's account, simply click on the Disable Account button. And in the dialog that appears, confirm that you want to deactivate the user's account. As soon as we do so, the user's account switches to a grayed state as a visual reminder that the account is unusable. At this point, the user will be unable to log into the account, and if they were already logged into their account, they'll be automatically logged out. And if we need to reactivate an account, we can locate this disabled user's account and then click on the Activate Account button to reactivate it. Using the console, you can open a view of the customer's dashboard. This powerful feature allows you to remotely assist the customer by logging into their account so that you can help configure their account or solve issues remotely. To access this feature, simply click on the Remote Assistance button. And Remote Assistance will log you into the customer's account in your browser. From here, you have full control of the customer's dashboard and can perform operations as the logged-in user. Managing devices in the console can be done from a couple of different places. The Customers tab gives you a quick way to deactivate active devices in a customer's account. The Device Registry screen allows you to do this as well, along with some more advanced operations for looking up hardware and associated accounts. If you know the customer's account information and need to deactivate an active device, the Customers tab makes this really simple. Using the filters, look up the customer's account. Next, click on the account to expand a list of active locations and devices currently within it. In this example account, we can see that we have a single location with a few devices. Note that from the customer's screen, only active devices are shown. If you need to look up deactivated devices, or if you don't know which user account a device is located within, you can use the Device Registry screen. since from there you can search based on device information. But from here, we can see the list of active devices, and if we needed to, we could disable a device by clicking on the Deactivate Device button. As soon as the device is deactivated, it will disappear from the user's account. After a device has been provisioned for use with your product, its information will be shown here on the Device Registry screen. Your product will end up with lots of devices shown here, so the easiest way to locate a device is to enter the hardware ID. This is the 16-digit code shown next to the QR code on the device. Once you locate the device, you'll see information displayed so you can confirm it's the right device to work on. Next to the device information, you'll notice the status information and one of two states. Paired status means that the device has been activated into an account. Pending devices are devices that are ready to be in activated state, in other words, not currently in use with any account. If a customer contacts you about their device, you look up the device and see that it's in the pending state. This means that the next step for getting that device working is to have the customer scan the QR code and complete the add process from within your product. If, on the other hand, the device is shown in the paired status, you can then look up the customer's account to verify it is correct or to remotely assist the customer. To open customer information for the device, click on the End User Account Details button. From here, you can verify the information for the customer associated with this device. You can also use buttons here to open the customer's dashboard for remote assistance, or to jump over to viewing the customer's details on the customer's screen. And finally, if the device is active, we have a quick way to deactivate the device from here as well. To do so, click on the Deactivate Device button and confirm the operation. As soon as the device is deactivated, it will disappear from the user's account, and then you will see the device switch to pending state in the console. From the white label settings screens, you'll find various links, branding elements, and settings that you can use to configure your product. After clicking on white label settings, you'll see several tabs. The first is the Product Info tab. Here you'll find an overview of your product configuration, such as your product's name, the hosted My Devices URL where your customers can use your product. Alternatively, if you're hosting your product external to My Devices, you'll find that URL shown here under Custom Domain. And if your product allows multiple languages, you can select the default language shown to users as well. Below those options, you'll find several product URLs that you can configure. These URLs are shown within the product and include things like terms of service and copyright information. You will also find other links such as help links, which normally point at the My Devices knowledge base. However, if you maintain a knowledge base of your own, you can change this link to instead point at your resource. On the Customize tab, you'll find branding elements that allow you to customize the look and feel of your product. You can change elements such as the logo, icon, and background graphic, as well as colors. Looking at a white label example such as this one, you can see the effect that customizing your product has. And finally, the Email tab is where you'll find settings related to the email system that sends communications on behalf of the product to end users. This includes things such as the welcome email sent when the user signs up, confirmation when their account setup is complete, periodic reports that contain a summary for their locations, as well as alert notifications when sensors exceed thresholds. By default, your product will be configured to use the My Devices email system to deliver these messages. Those messages will be configured with your branding and naming, but will be sent by our system on your behalf. So normally, you would leave all these settings alone unless it becomes a requirement to use your own email system to send out these emails. And then only in that case you would enter in the appropriate information here to switch things over. In addition to helping you manage your product and customers, the console also offers additional resources to help you sell your product, access billing-related information, as well as training and additional resource information. From the Billing tab, you can get an overview of your product, the number of customers, locations, and devices in your product, You can also download various reports containing details for your product, customers, and data. On this screen, you'll also find the admin credentials needed if you want to use the billing API to query your product data using our RESTful API. If you're interested in more details on the API, the information you see on this screen, and on how to use the API to query your product's information, please check out our dedicated API video. In that video, we cover this screen in depth, discussing using the credentials and several examples of using the API to query for companies, locations, users, and devices in a product. The Solutions and Training tab is where you can find a variety of brochures, marketing materials, demos, and other materials to help you sell your product. As new solutions, presentations, and training material gets created, this section will get updated. The Resources tab is where you can find additional links to resources. Some highlights here include documentation of the platform and how it works, details of new releases and accompanying videos, details on supported hardware as well as hardware requirements, and this is also where you as the product owner can get in touch with us by submitting a ticket if the knowledge base and videos aren't able to answer your question. So that ends the quick walkthrough of the IoT console and the functionality it provides for configuring and managing your product. Please check the documentation and videos if you need more information. And of course, reach out to us if you need any help.